that you don't have to ever quit. You think that you can get away with it. You think the light won't be ever lit. It's almost over now, almost over now. Something on your chest, better get it off. There'll be no one left when we set it off. We ain't gonna take it no more, since it's almost over now, almost over now. You had plenty of time, there was no rush, but it was your dream to be like us. You're in dreamland, so you don't care. And as you wait, we're standing there.
No, can't be me, I'm a rock star. I'm rhyming on the top of a cop car. I'm a rebel, I'm a rebel, I'm a rebel. It's almost over now, it's almost over now. I guess you ain't heard that we swallow guys. It's too damn late to apologize. When you see the mantle, look when you see the sun.
It's almost over now, almost over now. You think that you don't have to ever quit. You think that you can get away with it. You think the light won't be ever lit. It's almost over now, almost over now. Something on your chest, better get it off. There'll be no one left when we set it off. We ain't gonna take it no more, since it's almost over now, almost over now. Just better get it off. Yeah, set it off. Look, it's almost over now, almost over now. You don't succeed, cause you hesitate. You think we're flying, but we levitate. Just be yourself, don't ask us why, cause if you don't,
Can't be me, I'm a rock star. I'm rhyming on the top of a cop's car. I'm a rebel, I'm a rebel, I'm a rebel.
it's almost over now, almost over now.
I guess you ain't heard that we swallow guys. It's too damn late to apologize. When you see the mantle and when you see the sky, it's almost over now, almost over now.
You think that you don't have to ever quit. You think that you can get away with it. You think the light won't be ever lit. It's almost over now, almost over now. Something on your chest, better get it off. There'll be no one left when we shut it off. We ain't gonna take it no more, since it's almost over now, almost over now.
You can't be me, I'm a rock star. I'm rhyming on the top of my car. I'm a rebel, I'm a rebel, I'm a rebel. It's almost over now, it's almost over now. I guess you ain't heard that we swallow guys. It's too damn late to apologize. When you see the mantle or when you see the sky, it's almost over now, almost over now. No one ever really dies. Do you believe that?
from Houston. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Stroud out of the gun here. He'll swing this out to Marks. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Stroud off the play fake. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Hall in there that time to get into the turf.
10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Here's Stroud. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This from 44 yards. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
Off of play action, Darnold. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Darnold now to throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch. much as well to carry the yardage that they get. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing again is Darnold. Open man right side is Cup, complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Darnold. And he's going to go down. The Texans come out and able to bring him to the ground. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
I don't know if he was just working through progressions or just unaware of the pressure, but no matter. Excellent work by the defense to get him to the ground before he could escape the pocket.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Jalen Knoll deep for Houston. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Texans will take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
5-yard gain.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd and 5.
Here we go, let's go.
Stroud going to give to Marks. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your up 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play. Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. Taken in at the 22. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. The last series for a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now it's Darnold. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now back to throw. He completes this to Walker. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
We're going to sack.
Darnold. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
2nd and 10.
We're going to sack.
Here's Darnold. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba from 13 yards out. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Texans offense set to regain possession.
24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll begin on the ground with Marks. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Here we go.
And Stroud now to throw. They set up the screen. Marks. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. A good hold down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Faking the give, Darnold. He'll get this complete to the tight end, Barner. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Play action. It's Darnold. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
To throw is Darnold. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt the Seahawks. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together. Stroud sets up the play action. This ball taken in here by Brooks. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Open man is Collins. He's got it. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Will Anderson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
We go sack. Reset.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He finds his man complete. That's Russell. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's good.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A gain of
A
29
lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Here's Darnold. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Sam Darnold.
Will Anderson. What a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. After the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Go sack. Reset.
Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Will Anderson make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On play action, they'll throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Will Anderson. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
How about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Noel. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
How is that? What? 18.
Stroud looking to throw. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
15 at the 30-yard line.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Stroud to throw it. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go on the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Formation for the Texans.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Rush cutting, and he's taken down. Will Anderson in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. That time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Will Anderson in there for the 7th time in this game alone. And that ties him with a late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off of play action, Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. Looking to put a drive together.
On the quick, right?
On the ground, it's March to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Now Stroud. Open man is Higgins. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Play action. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Nico.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
For the Texans.
Fielded just inside the 20. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, and able to bring him to the ground. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Darnold now to throw. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Darnold. Going up top for Cup. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Cooper Kupp, 73 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Marks now on 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From out of the gun, here's Marks. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Texans 1st down. 1st and 10.
You're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
This one complete to Christian Kirk.
The Blue-Ready offense versus his own defense. Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
All right. 118. What's that?
Throwing now is Stroud. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. That's taken on the 25. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And this is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now it's Darnold. Smith and Jigba with the grab. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try for the first with Walker. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Looking to put a drive together.
Tonight. 118.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Defense is always talking about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Here's Stroud. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
That might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stroud. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
18, outside.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They set up the screen. Marks. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Faking the give, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Darnold, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt the Seahawks. Yards on the punt, return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Up the middle, it's Marks. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Stroud off the play fake. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together. Darnold. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Will Anderson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And down he goes again. A bevy of sacks in less than a half. But this defense is still losing the game. They've got to fix something because there should be no excuse for losing with an effort like this on that side of the ball. They need to take advantage when their defense is generating this kind of pressure so early in the game.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
We'll pause for an injury. That's the quarterback, Sam Darnold, in need of some assistance following that last play. And he's able to get it out of there. Here's Noel. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with Marks. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 44 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here we go.
Again, it's Marks. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And Stroud now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Back to throw. Stroud. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
All the arc, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Will Anderson. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Play action. It's Darnold. A hit as he throws there.
first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And complete to Smith-Njigba. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they're still looking at 4th down now. Another catch for him there. The numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Houston. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Swap. Another swap.
Looking to throw. Stroud. A quick slant caught by Kirk. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
Motion man left is Kirk. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
11 more yards. That's another Texans 1st down.
On the handoff, Marks. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Stroud. That'll be complete to Marks. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
It's 2nd and 8.
On the give, here's Marks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
118. What's up?
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Miami Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd down and 12. And the pressure gets to him again. The hard-hitting safety, Jimmy Ward, picking up the sack that time.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. To put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stroud. Room past the 35. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
But there's no play action here with Stroud. They'll let this go deep for Collins. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Rick Whelan. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. And Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And now fall incomplete.
It's funny, throughout the season, we keep hearing from different coaches and players about the so-called rules, and it's different for each position. But as a quarterback, throwing across your body is supposed to be a rule that you're not supposed to break, isn't it?
Yeah, and especially with a guy coming knocking you to the ground like that.
I think he was fortunate that didn't get intercepted, fell to the ground incomplete.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Houston set to take over. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Marks. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down and 4.
Here we go.
The handoff, it's Marks. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Stroud looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
For the field goal, a 49-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. A little joke. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Lock gets ready to go at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Lock. He completes this to Walker. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Lock to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Locke. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Stroud to throw it. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
At the 17-yard line.
Now Stroud. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Marks. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. Excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Shotgun snap to Locke. He finds Smith-Njigba. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
That's good for a Seahawks. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Seahawks.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Going right back to Smith-Njigba. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and goal, Seattle.
Now Locke again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Drew Lock as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's 21-3. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Final play of the half, Stroud. And his throw is incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And able to get this out to the 25. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, and his offense ready to go once more here. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And that'll be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw it is Lock. And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
He was covered by Henry To'o.
Lock gonna throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
It's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Stroud. Ogunbowale on the screen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
It's a gain of 31.
That goes for a gain of 31.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling out to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Here we go. 118.
Throwing now is Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Texans get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Sheds off the tackle. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. That run successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it. And that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack, because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And Walker once more. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's go now.
Now to the air, Locke. To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Here we go, Shane.
Now Locke. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Darren Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" Because here they come.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and now Stroud to throw off play action. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, ready.
And Stroud now to throw. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Throwing now is Locke. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Locke now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Jackson.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Locke looks to throw it again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Elijah Arroyo laying himself out in the end zone as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score
Just a 4-play drive that time. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
24-yard line.
Like a robot. Its metal brain corrodes.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
3-yard pickup.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Play action. Stroud now.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Derek Hall bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Here we go. Let's go. 118. What's that?
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
Brings up 4th down.
The Texans send the punter out, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And take it right at the 35. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now off the bootleg, Darnold can't get away, and he's taken down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. 3rd and 19. Off of play action, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They begin this drive with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 7. Stroud. And he can't escape, and down he goes. His 2nd sack of the night.
It's now 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Go, sack.
Play action. It's Darnold. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Here now a 3rd and 20.
It's 3rd down.
Faking the give, Darnold. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And now out comes Houston. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And hard running's going to get him over to 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
The tight end in motion right.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
First down. First and 10 at the
And when all you want to
46-yard
do is
line.
keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on third down, usually you think fourth down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on third. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
He's across midfield.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he's going to go down here and sacked. They push him back to the 34. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
And on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, that'll be caught by Cup. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33. Now it's Darnold. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd.
Did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
That is incomplete.
Did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because like him is going to haunt my dreams too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Darnold. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing again is Darnold. He'll get this one to Cup complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's Darnold. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
They'll tell the statistician to add another one to their impressive total today. Great week for the defensive front. A tough one for that offensive line. Quarterback getting right back behind that line, hoping for more time to attempt a likely third down pass.
Open man is Barner, the tight end. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
But it's fourth down.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
First and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
We go side. Hey, side.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 8 yards out. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Houston set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And the Texans.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A handoff here to Ogunbowale. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Oh, ready. 118. What's up?
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Somebody thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send him back to the drawing board.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Here's Darnold. He completes this to Walker. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
To throw is Darnold. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there. Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound it away and try and finish off the game. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. First downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And going right back to Walker. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Darnold now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's third down. And 7 yards to go.
Darnold. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Oh, right. 18.
Stroud to throw it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Third down and 1.
16 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Tony.
A run with Ogunbowale. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. On third and very short, I guess I'm a little surprised they tried to pop that to the outside.
It must have felt like there was just no space to run the ball inside and decided to go wide and hope they can just find a crack, find a crease, put your foot in the ground, and get upfield. Unable to get it done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Back to throw, Darnold. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, fourth quarter, they might actually do that. No chance.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Texans 13. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
4 yards on the pickup.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
All right.
Here's Stroud. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. In there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. And Stroud now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
The previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, The ruling on the field is
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw out wide to Walker. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 5. He'll look to throw. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. On the gain of 3 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down. I've worked with you long enough now to know you like that decision. Go safe, pressure coming, hit your guy underneath.
It's an excellent decision, but he knew it came with consequences, and that's him getting hit on the play, but able to dump it to his running back and gain some yardage.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
42, Texans 20.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth quarter lead. Looking to put a drive together. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
On second and 10, Darnold. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
Third and 2. He'll drop to throw. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Houston's offense taking over again. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
All right.
Now Stroud. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Ernest Jones coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that blitz had no problem finding its target, did it? Zone blitz. So the defensive linemen drop out instead of rushing the quarterback, and you replace them with linebackers or safeties. Throws off blocking assignments and throws off the reads of the quarterback. That makes it difficult to complete a pass.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on throws.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
And 7 at the 12-yard line.
Now Mills. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jaden Higgins, 27 yards. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
The Texans will line up.
Mills going to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
26.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Seahawks take over.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
His huge night, it just continues as he's now north of 200 yards receiving.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Darnold. Throw left side, complete to Cup. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Throwing again is Darnold. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. We'll pause for an injury. That's the quarterback, Sam Darnold, in need of some assistance following that last play. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But it's certainly not shied away from throwing the football. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Mills and the Texans now come up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Quick throw complete by Mills. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Here's Ogunbowale. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
He's brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still...
Mills can't get away, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
It's going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Mills to throw for it on 4th.
And this one is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, getting a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
At the 18-yard line.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. He completes this to Walker. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Okay, break. Ready. Go.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Sacked. A loss of 13 yards. 3 and out.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Play fake, Mills. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. He'll let this go deep for Collins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be caught by Cup. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up a 2nd and 1 at the 37-yard line.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down of the yard.
Go! go. 60 by 6.
Looking to throw. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
70 Timberwolves.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Gets this out near the sideline into the hands of Cooper Kupp. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 7.
Back to throw again. And that pass finds Kupp along the sideline. 7 yards there and a first down.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And 3 at the Texans' 14-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Come on. 19 Tiger. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Go.
They'll look to throw again. He'll try to do it himself. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. On play action, Mills. He's going to let it fly. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, so the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, They show up, and they show out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.